where they are. I love that. Marcellus Wiley here in his dapper purple. I'm going to tell you why in a second. Emmanuel, Brody, boy, you have blossomed into something special right there. You are popping. Your lip gloss is popping right there.
When did I start blossoming, Sal?
As soon as you challenged Shannon and lost, you start blossoming then. We have a marketing shoot today, right? We're going to take some new pictures,
yes, sir.
Commercials and everything. Yeah. So they faking like I actually dress this well every day. Let's have some fun. Let's get to a rewarding performance. Brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Cowboys on top in the NFC least. And Dak Prescott is a big reason why. Dallas is facing the undefeated Panthers Sunday on Fox. And Matt Rule compared him to Drew Brees and Peyton Manning. Slow down. Manning even said earlier this week that he should be in the MVP conversation. While fellow Hall of Famer Brett Favre said his play has been, quote, Tom Brady-esque. And he thinks Dak's injury has made him even better. Acho, should we pump the brakes on Dak Prescott MVP talk?
So I haven't been more ridiculed in my life than these last 24 to 48 hours.
I told you not to challenge.
I've never been more ridiculed in my... No, it had nothing to do with Shannon Sharp.
Oh, I'm about to say.
Has nothing to do with my wardrobe and my attire. It has everything to do with my takes on Dak Prescott. Cowboys fans, I have heard you loud and clear, Cowboys fans. I've heard you, and thus I've had to do even more homework.
Let's go. More homework?
We need to pump the brakes on the Dak Prescott MVP conversation. Not saying Dak isn't playing well.
Oh, don't do this.
But what we do on this show is talk about facts over feelings.
So where you going?
To the big
board over desk. Big board over desk.
Big board over desk. Facts over feelings. Let me get the rock.
Let's go.
Get the rock.
Get your money.
Get the rock. Let me
see this.
Okay.
What?
First and foremost, Marcellus Wiley.
Yes?
The MVP conversation I don't dictate. Cowboys fans, y'all don't dictate. NFL history dictates it.
Ooh.
So let's look at passing yards. Let's look at passing touchdowns. Let's look at total touchdowns. Let's look at what it takes to be an NFL MVP. No feelings, all facts, Cowboys fans. This is for y'all. Can we look at the first slide, please? If you want to be an NFL MVP in general, you were between first and second in passing touchdowns at the culmination of the season. You were sixth on average at the culmination of the season. You are first in total touchdowns at the culmination of the season. This is not my opinion, Cowboys fans. I love y'all. I'm from Dallas. I love y'all. But this is what the numbers say. Okay, so then let's just look real quickly at where Dak Prescott currently falls. He's currently 10th in passing touchdowns. Currently 10th in passing yards. He's currently 10th in total touchdowns, passing and rushing touchdowns. Again, Cowboys fans, please remove your feelings from a facts-based conversation. Based upon where Dak Prescott falls in these categories, let's see who fell there last year, because this is the argument, Cowboys fans, y'all are making. It would be as though you were to argue Justin Herbert should have won MVP last year because he finished 10th in passing touchdowns. It would be as though you were to argue Phillip Rivers should be an MVP because he finished 10th in passing yards. It would be as though you were to argue Ben Roethlisberger should have been an MVP because he finished 11th. There was a three-way tie for 8th because he finished 11th in total touchdowns. Cowboys fans, I love you. Truly, I truly, truly do. But you got to remove your feelings from a facts-based conversation. We have to pump the brakes immediately from this MVP Dak Prescott chatter.
Come back, selector.
Look,
rewind.
There was no cooking. There was no artificial ingredients.
You're right.
That was a organic, pure, healthy meal.
Oh, it was. Okay. I'm the king of what? Omission. You always do this.
What I omit?
You're the king of omission.
What did I omit?
We have to check both of your eyes when we go get this LASIK surgery, because I swear one of them is 20/20. The other one, I don't know what the hell it's looking at. Let's talk about how we should not only, what they say, hit the gas on this conversation of Dak being an MVP, but we about to mash the gas on this conversation. Can we just start here? Let's start an agreement, please. Dak's already won Comeback Player of the Year, right?
Sure, I haven't thought about much, but sure.
Oh, really? Disrespect to all those who had to come back from adversity, but Acho hasn't thought about that. Okay, so he's already won that one. We agree on that. So now let's set our sights on the MVP. Now, I wonder how many MVPs are in the league currently right now that got a vote. Oh, of all the active players, 1,800 plus, there are only 12 active players with an MVP vote, and Dak is one of them. You think these voters don't remember that? You don't think they don't forgot 2016? Oh, we put Dak down. Okay, so 1 of 12. Now let's talk about why Dak deserves this trophy right now after 3 games. Let's use history. You went up there and talked about history. I'm going to stay right here and talk about history.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Dak Prescott, after 3 games, let's compare him to some other MVPs after 3 games, and let's see if Dak has beaten them in any categories. Let's go to the most recent, Lamar Jackson. Unanimous MVP, only 2 ever in history, right? Who had more passing yards after 3 games? Look at that face. Higher completion percentage by 14.5%. And you want to go to Cam Newton. Remember that year, 15-1? Who had more passing yards, better touchdown-interception ratio, better completion percentage, and higher passer rating by over 25? Let's go to Aaron Rodgers, one of his MVPs. Who had higher? Aaron Rodgers? Passing yards, Dak. Touchdown-interception ratio, Dak. Completion percentage, Dak. 95 passer rating, Dak got 110 right now. Dak. Tom Brady, 2010. Peyton Manning, 2008. Here's my point. I could keep going, but it's starting to get boring. You're starting to realize, damn, history shows me that Dak is ahead of the MVP pace. Not just a normal MVP, unanimous MVP pace. Now, why is Dak in this position right now? Dak had something happen to him that was a blessing in disguise. In your prime, no one ever raises their hand to get injured. But if you do get injured in your prime, you do raise your hand for not only the time to physically repair, but mentally get some more reps, learn the system, really make yourself a part of this system. And that's what happened with Dak. A confluence of events has led Dak, who has already had an MVP vote, to now be in a position where not only does he know this system backwards, but he's also physically repaired himself. Dude, you are dealing with a machine right now, and everyone is taking notice of this. All these superlatives, not just coming out the blue. People are witnessing Dak playing within his own skin, playing more comfortable football, and now going out there and showing everybody, I am an MVP. My last point is this. It made me think about last year. Why did Dak get hurt? Dak's not a running quarterback. Dak got hurt running the football. Maybe before Dak was pressing, maybe before Dak was in the position, because it was a contract year trying to get his money, right, that he was doing too much. Now you see Dak playing within the system because he knows the system, not doing too much. Even you and I came up here week 1 after the loss, Tampa Bay, both agreeing. Damn, Dak looked good. Dak looks amazing in a system that he has learned from afar and up close. And now it's going to add up, if he continues at this pace, to an MVP trophy.
So, I love you. Let me preface with the fact that I genuinely, as a human being, from individual to individual, I care about you as a man.
Take me out one time.
So I apologize ahead of time for what I'm about to have to do to you.
Let's go.
The problem with you, Marcellus Wiley, your take, not you the individual.
No, you ain't with me. Let's go. Stay with me.
With your take is this. What? You have blinders on. All of Cowboys Nation, not all, I hate speaking in absolutes.
Yeah,
the person who speaks in absolutes is an absolute liar. But the problem with the majority of Cowboys fans I interact with is they have blinders on. You say Dak Prescott is clearly going to win Comeback Player of the Year. Clearly. As if Joe Burrow didn't have a much more, at least equally gruesome injury to Dak Prescott. Burrow also currently 2-1. Yeah. Burrow also has more touchdowns than Dak Prescott. Yeah. So I just don't know, nor do I like making absolute. That's the problem.
What's the problem? That's just reality. Why are we doing this show right now?
The problem is this.
We ain't in Cincinnati.
Cowboys fans, they act like nobody else and nothing else exists besides Cowboys Nation.
It feels that way.
Yo, I worked there. I was in the facility for 2 years in a row every day. But I also worked at other places. And I understand there's more to life than the Dallas Cowboys, and it's my job as a national analyst to talk about the nation, not Cowboys Nation, the nation, the nation of football. So, yes, Dak Prescott may have more passing yards than Lamar Jackson in his MVP season, but because Dak Prescott is currently 10th in passing yards, that also means 9 other individuals have more passing yards than Lamar Jackson did in his MVP season.
Yes, let's do
Dak Prescott may have more passing touchdowns right now than Lamar Jackson did in his MVP season, but Dak Prescott is 10th in passing touchdowns. So that also means 9 other individuals have more passing touchdowns than Lamar Jackson did his MVP season. Dak Prescott is and football is a year-by-year basis. You cannot compare wealth in 2021 to wealth in 1921, because the person in 1921 who was the wealthiest man in the world would probably not be the wealthiest man in the world in 2021, because blind from the accomplishments of everybody else